Dimitri and
Dimitri van den Bergh dancing his way onto the stage in his usual manner, but also throwing in a little dance with the second sexiest DJ in the world, behind Darren Johnson, of course. Jim Miller, our new walk-on girl. Taking on Jamie Lewis. It's Belgium versus Wales for a place in the second round. A match-up with Joe Cullen at stake here at the Austrian Darts Open, live from the Multiversum in Vienna, brought to you by PDC TV and through various bookmakers across the world. To give it the full John McDonald, who is here this weekend. We are blessed, are we not, to have the Jonald McDonald introducing our players to the stage as Jamie Lewis and Dimitri van den Bergh battle it out for a place in the two on the European Tour. We've seen some impressive performances today, none more impressive than Vincent van der Voort's 6-3 win against Tony Newell, 101 average from the Dutch destroyer. It was nearly 100 average from Jamie Bain this afternoon as he saw off the former Lakeside world champion Christian Kist. We got 4 more games for you tonight. A couple of the RJ rods on the way. Johnny Clayton, the Ferret, Rob Cross, the sensation of PDC darts against the old stager Andy Jenkins. But a couple of fresh faces on the hockey.
First name is Jamie, the throw first. Game on.
And a slightly less fresh face in the commentary box is Rob Malarkey alongside me, Dan Dawson.
Yeah, thanks very much. You were debating earlier, weren't you, about what constitutes a young player. I think these two certainly fit the bill. Van den Bergh, 22, Jamie Lewis, 25. But yeah, two very promising young talents who've already illuminated the European Tour stage in the past, especially Lewis, having reached the semi-final of a Euro Tour event.
Well, Dimitri's... Sorry.
I was just saying, you feel Dimitri's time will come.
Well,
could even come this weekend. I mean, Joe Cullen in the next round. And
140.
Could just open things up ever so slightly in this particular section. But lots of darts to be played before we can start thinking about Van den Bergh making a quarter-final appearance on the European Tour. But neither Hamburg, but in Gibraltar last time, there were more signs from Dimitri van den Bergh. He beat James Wade and then lost 6-5 to Michael Smith. So, you know, the eventual champion.
Yeah, everyone was losing 6-5 to Michael Smith. Happened all the way through the weekend until the final. And Mentor managed to lose 6-4 just because Mentor likes doing things differently. Already seen one Belgian through today, Ronnie Hybrex. Seen off James Wilson. Lewis, no need to use the bullseye here, so we'll probably stay on the treble 12. I don't think he'll stay on the treble 20 now. All around the board searching for a treble. Gets 93. Dimitri van den Bergh, an absolute on the development tour.
46. Jamie Uruguay, 71.
8 wins on the development tour in total. One on the challenge tour as well. Picked up a couple of titles this year already as Lewis. Those tops.
31. Dimitri Uruguay, 144.
Yeah, 2 titles, a final appearance and also a semi-final appearance as well this year. And he's also had some good showings on the Pro Tour as well. He made the last 16 in the Keynes in April.
Uruguay 40.
And he's twice made the last 16 on the European Tour this year. I mentioned that run in Gibraltar. He also made the 3rd round of the German Darts Open as well in Saarbrücken.
20.
Lost to Gerwyn Price that day. Lost to Gerwyn Price as well in Sindelfingen. Won't be losing to Gerwyn Price this weekend. He's not here once again.
Double 16 for Dimitri and Bergh. Lewis has already missed 4 darts for this leg, so this for a break and a 1-0 lead. Ooh, that may have done him a favour.
17.
Doesn't make the most of it.
Jamie, you require 20. Game shot on the first.
But Jamie Lewis makes the most of the opportunity afforded to him there. Takes out double 10 for a 1-0 lead.
These two players have very similar passages in qualifying. They both played 2 matches. Both won 1-6-3 and 1-6-1 as Vandenberg starts things off with a ton 80 in the second leg. Vandenberg beating Bergh 6-3 and then Mike de Decker 6-1 in his second qualifier. And for Lewis it was Josh Payne and Stuart Kellett again for the loss of 4 legs over the course of those 2 matches. Just the 1 appearance in Europe so far this year for Jamie Lewis. That was in the German Darts Masters where he lost the mental sort of it. But he will be with us again next weekend. He's qualified for the European Open 2 in Leverkusen. Oh, sorry, he didn't qualify for Leverkusen, so next weekend, sorry.
We've obviously been streaming these European Tour events for a few years now, but the back end of last year was when we started streaming the Pro Tour events from places like Wigan and Barnsley, and that is also where, shortly after we started streaming them, we saw Dimitri have his best run in a senior event. Made it all the way to the semi-finals, and on that day he showed that he is making progress. He's finding ways of putting performances together in strings rather than just, I mean, Dimitri's been quite expert at putting in a really good display. We think, oh well, this is it, he's going to kick on now, and then it's just regressing to the mean game.
57. Dimitri requires 72.
He's just started with a little bit more regularity, following a good display with another good one. And double 18 wins in the leg. 15 darts at 1 apiece here.
Game on.
A little bit of aggression from Dimitri on taking that out as well. Nice to see. It's not usually that
100.
Not so early
fired up
in a match. But obviously feels it's vital just to stay in touch here, and couldn't really afford to let Lewis open up a 2-leg lead early on.
97.
Made the point that Jamie Lewis seems to reserve his best performances in Europe for when he's in Gibraltar.
140.
Runner up there in 2013. Lost to Phil Taylor. Made the semis in 2015, 2 years ago.
43. $140.
Sticking over nicely in here from Jamie Lewis in this 3rd leg.
Yeah, ton. Then back-to-back ton 40s, leaving 1-2-1 after 9.
93. Jamie require 121.
Can't finish it from here, but 18s now. Oh, no.
55. $58. Jamie requires 66.
Another sub-100 visit from Dimitri Vandenberg. This is not a leg to remember for him.
Double 12 he wants. Should be a good guide.
Game
yeah, there we go. James does go 2-1 up.
Dimitri to throw first. Game on.
Just never really got going at all in that leg, Dimitri Vandenberg. Made life very easy there for Jamie Lewis in that one, but Lewis still had to satisfy his side of the equation.
Now then, Jamie Lewis.
140.
Dimitri Vandenberg, the next in line, really, from the Belgian players. Obviously, the Huybrechts brothers, the 2 highest ranked players
83.
In the
on the far
PDC.
wall, by the way. He's been looking at that. It's like the tournament guide. It's the order of play and the draw lineup. He's been stood there, he's moving away now. He's been standing there for the best part of 2 legs looking at that.
Just working out the permutations. He's thinking, well, winner of this plays Joe Cullen, the number 10 seed. Do I fancy they get past Joe Cullen? If they did, then what's that going to leave? I mean, it could be Kim Huybrechts. It could be an all-Belgian clash in the last 16. That's what he's thinking, man. Either that or he's thinking, who's Christian Callinger?
And how many Rodriguez's are there?
Yeah. Hang on.
100.
RJ Rod. You got RJ Rod 3. Yeah, there's 3 of them here. It can't be right.
It is right. And one of them's on the way next as well. Roxy James up against Johnny Clayton.
Yeah. And that is
59.
possibly
Dimitri require 141.
the greatest European Tour game in history in terms of nicknames. Double 12 for Dimitri Vandenberg for a big one.
129.
Pulls it down.
Jamie require
There is
123.
Ronnie Huybrechts. Huybrechts Senior.
Watching on safely through, knowing he'll be here tomorrow. Well, 66 away.
16 bull will have to be the route. Dimitri Vandenberg unable to take out the 141. 1, 2, 3.
98.
Not to be. Jamie Lewis misses the dart for a 3-1 lead. Dimitri Vandenberg, well, it can get awkward. He missed inside on the 6 here.
Game shot on the 4th.
So just chuck it in the middle. That's what you do. Ronnie likes it.
First. Game on.
Yeah, they're a fairly close-knit community, the Belgian players. They seem to devote a lot of time to watching each other when they're on the European Tour.
57.
Giving each other a lot of support.
Yeah, it's quite a tight little group, isn't it? That's Mac Elkin, the ball guy you saw next to Ronnie Huybrechts, who's their manager. Basically, if you're a foreign dart player, chances are you're probably managed by Mac.
100.
But they do travel together. They do spend a lot of time supporting each other. I think obviously the Belgian lads are pretty tight anyway. And as I said, you know, Dimitri Vandenberg is the next in line as things stand in terms of Belgian darts. You know, if Dimitri carries on his ascent up the world rankings, he can keep on pushing and keep on developing, then it could be Kim Huybrechts and Dimitri Vandenberg in the Cup of Darts for Belgium. I've seen Jamie Lewis play at the World Cup of Darts before now.
Yeah, terrific performance by Wales in the World Cup recently as well. Yeah, terrific performance by Wales in the World Cup recently as well.
140.
Yes, it was a stunning display from Webster and Price. Seemed to enjoy themselves as well. Oh, why wouldn't you? They're winning loads of games.
Is Gerwin Price back with us next week?
93.
Well, if yes, Gerwin Price has a rather checkered history in 2017 of failing to enter tournaments for one reason or another.
Overlooking an oversight on his behalf.
128.
Anyway, back to the here and now. Jamie Lewis is looking at 1-1-1 for a 3-2 lead. Vandenberg ready to pounce on 36 if Lewis does not take this out, so there's the possibility of a break, but Jamie Lewis might just eliminate that. He's taking his time. Double 16.
Game
took
shot
his time,
and
and
Jamie Lewis.
he was right to, and
Selects
perhaps
Dimitri
wise
to
to
go
as well.
first. Game on.
Yeah, I think
Because Vandenberg was lurking there, waiting in the wings on 36, but he did not get the chance.
Yeah, I think he just took an extra moment there, Jamie Lewis, because I was talking
121.
about this with Paul Nicholson in the previous game about how you can aim for one target at the board and still get the weight of dart right. You just have to adjust the line for your next target. And that was very low in the 19 bed, lower than he would have liked.
100.
And so it really didn't give him much of a guide for the right weight dart for that double 16. So he just wanted to take a moment, make sure that he recalibrated, and in the end he did it excellently. Because
96.
Dimitri Vandenberg was there, ready to pounce and get the break of throw that he is going to have to get if he's going to win this game, Dimitri. But we've had 5 consecutive holds here. Lewis
58.
just holding off his Belgian opponent at the moment.
And it's another ton plus checkout as well. We only had one, I think, in the afternoon session, but this evening we've had a few more. Vandenberg with one there. A couple from Tony Newell, 144 and 125 in his eventual defeat by Van der Voort. Mixed day for the new dads. Defeat for Tony Newell, but a win for Christophe.
144.
Vandenberg looking at a ton plus check out of his own here on 144 to level the match once again.
I understand Roxy James Rodriguez is a new dad as well.
98.
Yet more Rodriguez. I'm not sure what the plural of Rodriguez is.
And dare I ask what the name might be?
100.
Lewis throws in a 180 for good measure.
I don't have the answer to that, but I will find out for you. But first off, Dimitri Vandenberg has to take out this 46, so he's in danger of Jamie Lewis getting a break of throw and opening up a two-leg gap. But he does take it out very, very well. 3-3 here.
Game on.
6 consecutive holds of throw.
Yeah, we saw Mac Elkin just tapping his forefinger on his temple like that, as if to say, keep thinking, keep focused. And Ronnie's just done the same there as well.
Dimitri Vandenberg has played Jamie Lewis a couple of times, and on both occasions he's won.
57.
Yeah, both in the Players' Championship. One was fairly recently.
Well, I mean, yeah, last year. Beat him in Coventry last year 6-3, beat him in Barnsley the year before. So basically, Dimitri Vandenberg has been having like an annual victory against Jamie Lewis. Is that just going to continue here in Vienna? This is certainly the biggest game. That, I mean, he won in Coventry last year. It was just a first round of a Players' Championship. So what, 500 quid on the line. And in Barnsley the year before, it was a board final. So a little bit more, but these Euro Tour events, so significant, so important now for these guys making the offer. You only have to go and win. I say only. Win 3 games and you're in serious money in the latter stages of the tournament.
139.
Jamie Lewis on his own throw is looking pretty solid.
$134.
Jamie Lewis as well, just outside the top 32 in the world at the moment as well, so needs to just collect where he can.
Jamie requires 67.
Bit of pressure on this 67 after Vandenberg piles in a ton 40. Well, now it has to be 14 bullseye. It has to be. He doesn't want to. Great dart, double 11. Oh, and he's busted his score. Busted his score just high on the double 11, firing it into the double 14. 67 still remain.
So unfortunate. Now, will he get another opportunity? He might not, you know. Dimitri Vandenberg, oh, absolutely sublime. Double 11 again.
102. Jamie requires 67.
Best chance that Dimitri Vandenberg has had to break the Lewis throw. It is a break that he needs if he's going to win this game. Lewis came close to the 67, but this is much better. 2 darts at double 8. Made a bit of a hash of it last time around, but no mistake this time around. 4-3 to Jamie Lewis.
What a great response that was from Jamie Lewis. 67 busted score and then just bounced back and took it out in 2 darts. Not a problem whatsoever. Helped by the fact that Vandenberg missed double 11. Of course, he got away with it to an extent, but he really made the most of that. That was good play by Jamie Lewis. Under pressure there.
Well, they've both had similar chances, haven't they? Jamie Lewis missing a dart for a 1-2-3 checkout to break. Dimitri Vandenberg missing a dart for a 1-2-4 checkout to break. Had either of those gone in, could well have been the telling factor. As it is,
108.
there is very, very little between them. 180 number 2 for the Dream Maker.
Well, 3 of his last 4 defeats in Europe have been by a 6-5 scoreline as well, and this one also could go the distance for Jamie Lewis. Although, another 180 here.
Dimitri require
Maybe Lewis will start
125.
thinking about an opportunity to break, but Vandenberg's still in control of this one. Starting with the balls out now. 1-2-4 away now. Oh, he's making a bit of a hash of this. 1:03 remaining now.
$73. $93.
Well, leaves 108.
52.
He's already taken out 111 in this game, so Vandenberg has had a warning. He can't let Lewis have a crack at this. Double 16. And again, it's a clinical checkout from Dimitri Vandenberg. 4-4.
Game on.
We could see 11 consecutive holds of throw here. It is not beyond the realms. If that happens, Jamie Lewis scrapes through. I saw him on Sunday playing in Wigan. He went out in the first round. Look at this, it's all neat and tidy stuff. Apart from that very first leg, 19 darter, where Lewis actually missed 4 darts before he got over the line.
Leg, when it's level at 4 apiece, it can do.
Dimitri as well, that 98 overall average. Very, very strong. But yeah, I saw Jamie Lewis on the Saturday, just very quickly, and he came as well, that 98 overall average. Very, very strong. But yeah, I saw Jamie Lewis on the Saturday, just very quickly, and he came through a couple of very tight games.
57.
One against Ian White. That's when he needed to. Beat Johnny Clayton 6-4 as well. Clayton's been playing some decent darts.
100.
Gets down to a finish, and he might just be turning this leg around.
Well, he might well be, and he had to as well. Vandenberg was in control early on in the... Well, he might well be, and he had to as well. Vandenberg was in control early on in this leg.
58.
Sensing the chance to secure that all-important and elusive break of throw, but Jamie Lewis has just turned things around here.
Wants to stay there to try and leave double 18.
60.
In the end, he leaves 76, so it should get him a dart for the leg. Thing is, Jamie Lewis hitting round about 1 in 3 of his darts at double right now.
58.
Oh, that doesn't apply the pressure. Dimitri Vandenberg kicked off 180 in this leg and then has failed to find a treble with his next 3 visits. And that is just making it very, very hard for him to get the break of throw that he needs. 71 left, so does he go treble 17 10s? I think that's the route he looked at earlier on. He may look at treble 13. What's the 17s route?
36.
So come back looking at tops. Now, Dimitri.
48.
148.
At the moment, is it?
94.
In this leg, it started so well, so promisingly, but tailing off. Outside chance if Lewis fluffs his lines here. But he doesn't, and Lewis gets his nose back in front once again to lead by 5 legs to 4.
Throw first. Game on.
Good match this, though.
I mean, it's been pretty solid stuff, but Dimitri Vandenberg is averaging 95 and hitting half his darts at double.
140.
And he'll be frustrated that he hasn't given himself more opportunities to get that break of throw that he needs. But Lewis has been pretty strong on his own throw.
44.
As it's there to start this 10th leg, make it very, very likely that we are going all the way to an 11th and deciding leg. Can Dimitri, who has constantly been playing catch-up in this game, turn it around right at the very death? Because Jamie Lewis may already be thinking about the last leg decider in which he would have the throw. Trailing by 150 points here.
Yeah, Lewis, 84 points with his first 6 darts. Smoothing the path here for Dimitri Vandenberg to take us into a deciding leg.
Jamie Lewis has not beaten Dimitri Vandenberg in professional darts. Twice they've met, twice the Belgian has won. But this could drag him back into contention in this leg. Maximum number 2 for Jamie Lewis. And he's not going to let Dimitri Vandenberg just walk into a last leg decider.
132.
Good response from Dimitri van den Bergh, leaves himself 72. Lewis is back in there again.
100.
Another one to really apply the pressure on this 72 for Dimitri van den Bergh. He probably thinks he's got 6 darts for this. He may only need the 2, double 12. Yeah, really good. How many times has Dimitri van den Bergh done that in this game?
We talked about earlier with Vincent van der Voort
Game on.
in that 40 to 80, 90 bracket on finishing. Vincent van der Voort today was, you know, almost bang on the money, wasn't he? Paul Nicholson nodding his head over there, and van den Bergh has produced something similar to what van der Voort did earlier on.
108.
Jamie Lewis, another 180 though, to start things off in this decider.
Well, if he was thinking about this last leg, previous leg, it's paid off. He knew he had to start strongly.
Well, had he found a trouble in his first 6 darts last time out, it could have been a very different story. We might not have needed this decider.
But he has to follow up that 180. And he has not managed to do so, just the 58. Dimitri van den Bergh is not completely out of this. Jamie Lewis 263 points away from his first ever win over Dimitri van den Bergh and a place in the second round of the Open. We know that Jamie Lewis has not had the best of times over the course of 2017. Managed to win a game at the German Darts Masters, didn't he, on the European Tour? But that's been it on the Euro Tour for Jamie Lewis.
41.
That is a mistake from Dimitri van den Bergh. Lewis knows he's got 6 darts from 167 to close out a last leg deciding win. He may just stay up there. No, he does come down from the 19s.
139.
Fantastic setup.
Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Switching back up seamlessly there, Jamie Lewis to leave himself double 14 for the match. Van den Bergh can only apply some pressure here, and it won't be enough. It will not be enough.
60. Jamie requires 28.
That may be that for Dimitri van den Bergh. The Belgian does not look like he's going to join fellow countryman Ronnie Huybrechts in round 2, because Jamie Lewis fires in a 13-darter. 11 legs there, every single one of them a hold of throw. But Jamie Lewis comes through a real battle with Dimitri van den Bergh. Both men averaging in the mid-90s in the end. Dimitri hitting more than half his darts at double, but still not enough for the dream maker, as Jamie Lewis books his place in the second round, and he will face Joe Cullen for a place in the last 16. We've got 3 more games for you this evening. Rob Cross against Andy Jenkins could be a belter. Rusty Jake Rodriguez will round as the 16-year-old makes his European Tour debut against Madhouse Richie Edhouse. But coming up now, it's another RJ Rod. Roxy James Rodriguez flying the flag for Austria against another Welshman, Johnny Clayton. It's the chainsaw against the ferret.